There comes a moment in your life when the noise around you gets so loud that you can no longer hear yourself. A moment where the world keeps pulling, demanding, expecting. But your spirit whispers softly, gently, "Come back." Today, this message is a gentle guide back to yourself, back to who you truly are, back to the purpose that has quietly lived inside you, even in the seasons where life felt confusing, heavy, or uncertain. Take a deep breath, slowly, and let it out. You're safe here. You're seen. You're allowed to pause. You're allowed to rediscover the part of you that has been waiting patiently. Purpose does not shout. It rarely arrives with fireworks or loud announcements. It comes quietly, softly, subtly, often disguised in the smallest moments of your everyday life. The moments most people overlook. But you are choosing today to slow down and listen. Maybe you've been feeling disconnected. Maybe life hasn't gone the way you expected. Maybe you've been questioning the path you're on. Or maybe you're simply exhausted from carrying everyone else's needs while ignoring your own. I want you to know something. There is nothing wrong with you. You are not behind. You are not failing. You are not lost. You are simply being invited back into alignment, back into intention, back into purpose. Purpose is not a destination. It's a direction, a way of moving through the world with meaning, with awareness, with heart. Think back to the moments in your life when you felt most alive, most connected, most proud of yourself. Not the moments others celebrated you, but the moments you knew deep down, this feels right. Those moments hold clues. Purpose leaves breadcrumbs, little signals, little nudges. It shows up in the things that energize you, the things that come naturally to you, the things you care about even when no one is watching. Let's slow down for a moment and reflect together. You don't need to answer out loud. Just let the questions land softly in your heart. What makes you feel deeply fulfilled? Not just happy, but fulfilled. What do you do that makes time seem to disappear? What do people naturally come to you for? Advice, comfort, creativity, clarity, strength? What breaks your heart in a way that makes you want to do something about it? These answers aren't random. They are the threads of your purpose, and maybe, just maybe, you've been living pieces of your purpose without even realizing it. Through the kindness you offer, through the strength you carry, through the resilience you've shown in the moments you thought you wouldn't make it. Purpose isn't always some big grand mission. Sometimes it's as simple as showing up with integrity, loving people deeply, choosing healing, choosing growth, choosing hope. But there is also a part of purpose that belongs only to you. A calling, a longing, a direction your spirit keeps pointing you toward. And if you've been ignoring it, life will nudge you over and over until you pay attention. Maybe that's why you're here. Maybe this is your reminder. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need one thing: willingness. The willingness to take one small step toward what feels meaningful. Purpose is built through small steps, small choices, small commitments repeated over time. You don't need to jump, you just need to move. Breathe. You're doing better than you think. And I want you to hear this clearly. You are not late. Everything you've been through has shaped you for what's coming. Nothing was wasted, not the pain, not the delays, not the detours. Every chapter has prepared you for this moment. Your purpose is not ahead of you, it lives within you. It has always lived within you. You are simply returning to it. Slowly, gently, intentionally. So today, take a moment and whisper back to yourself, I'm ready. Ready to live with meaning. Ready to live with clarity. Ready to live with honesty. Ready to live with purpose. This is your turning point. Not a loud one, not a dramatic one, but a quiet one, a sacred one. A shift happening inside you. And from this day forward, as you move, as you breathe, as you choose what you want your life to look like, remember this: purpose doesn't demand perfection. It simply asks you to show up. Show up with courage. Show up with softness. Show up with truth. Show up as the person you're becoming. Because the person you're becoming is already guiding you, supporting you, leading you toward the life you're meant to live. One step, one breath, one intention at a time. You are not lost. You are not behind. You are simply becoming aligned. Welcome back to yourself. Welcome back to purpose. There is a moment, somewhere between exhaustion and awakening, when you finally understand something essential. Purpose isn't something you chase. It's something you remember. It's the quiet knowing underneath the noise, the subtle pull in your chest that guides you even when you've forgotten how to guide yourself. And maybe for a long time, life distracted you. Maybe loss, confusion, disappointment, or survival pulled you in 100 directions at once. But purpose is patient. It waits for you to slow down. It waits for you to breathe. It waits for you to come home to yourself. Because purpose isn't a destination, it's alignment. It's when who you are, what you believe, and how you move all agree with each other. And sometimes, the most powerful step toward purpose isn't a leap. It's a return. A return to your values, a return to your strengths, a return to the quiet truth you've been carrying since childhood, but somehow learned to ignore. You're not behind. You're not late. You haven't missed anything meant for you. You're simply arriving at a deeper version of yourself. One that is ready to live with intention rather than fear. Take a breath now. Notice how your body settles. You are safe to begin again. Living with purpose means living with presence. It means noticing the small things, the warmth of sunlight on your face, the honesty in someone's smile, the relief in simply being alive and aware. Purpose grows in moments like these, not loud, not dramatic, but steady, like roots strengthening deep beneath the soil. And here's the truth most people forget. Purpose isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. It's choosing peace over pressure, depth over distraction, quality over noise. It's learning that progress isn't always visible, and healing doesn't always look heroic. Some days, purpose is taking a single step. Other days, it's simply refusing to give up. And it's okay if your purpose changes. You're allowed to grow beyond old dreams. You're allowed to outgrow old versions of yourself. You're allowed to evolve. Purpose expands as you do. Maybe what once motivated you no longer fits. Maybe you feel the urge to slow down, to redirect, to choose a path that feels more aligned than impressive. Honor that feeling. It's guidance, not doubt. You are not defined by what you lost or how long it took. You are defined by your willingness to keep moving, to keep listening to the quiet compass inside you. And even when you can't see the whole path ahead, you can always see the next step. That's enough. Purpose reveals itself through action, not certainty. You don't need a 5-year plan. You need a single moment of honesty. Ask yourself softly, what feels true for me right now? What feels meaningful? What feels like peace? Your purpose is inside the answer. And as you keep walking, slowly, intentionally, courageously, everything begins to connect. Every choice starts to matter. Every moment becomes part of your story. You stop living on autopilot. You stop shrinking to fit old expectations. You stop apologizing for wanting a life that feels good on the inside, not just impressive on the outside. This is purpose. Honest, grounded, real. So take another breath. Feel the weight leaving your shoulders. Feel your mind softening, unclenching, opening. Everything you need to begin again is already within you. You just have to trust it. And if today is the day you choose to walk with intention, then today is the day your life begins to shift. Not with noise, not with force, but with quiet, gentle, powerful alignment. Welcome back to yourself, to your purpose, to the life waiting for you. There comes a moment in every person's journey when the outer noise becomes too loud and the inner voice becomes too faint. When life feels scattered, when expectations feel heavy, when you've given so much of yourself that you barely recognize the person staring back in the mirror, that is the moment life whispers, "Come home to yourself." Alignment isn't about perfection. It's about honesty. It's about remembering what matters, what feels true, and what makes you feel alive, even in small ways. Take a breath, slowly, gently, without forcing anything. Let the world fall away for a moment so you can hear what's been waiting inside you. Alignment begins with awareness. Awareness of what drains you. Awareness of what strengthens you. Awareness of where you compromise too much and where you deserve to stand taller. It begins with the courage to say, I can't keep living on autopilot. I deserve a life that feels like mine. I am allowed to begin again. Because purpose isn't found in rushing, it's found in returning. Returning to the small truths you ignored. Returning to the boundaries you softened for others. Returning to the quiet dreams you tucked away. Because the world told you it was unrealistic. Deep alignment isn't loud. It's a soft turning inward. A gentle recalibration, like adjusting the strings of an instrument until the sound feels right again. You start paying attention to what your body says when you enter a room. You start observing how your spirit reacts to certain people. You start noticing where you feel most like yourself and where you silently shrink. And slowly, you begin choosing differently. Not out of fear, but out of self-respect. You choose rest without guilt. You choose clarity over chaos. You choose spaces that feel safe. You choose conversations that nourish your mind. You choose paths that don't require you to abandon yourself to be accepted. This is alignment, not a perfect life, but a true one. And as you realign, something beautiful happens. Your energy becomes protective. Your steps become intentional. Your voice becomes steady. Your confidence becomes quiet yet unshakable. You stop needing to explain your choices because your peace becomes the explanation. You stop doubting your worth because your actions finally reflect it. You stop chasing validation because you can finally hear the validation coming from within. Deep alignment changes everything. It changes how you walk into a room, how you show up for yourself, and how you allow the world to relate to you. And the truth is, the world responds differently to a person who is aligned. Opportunities begin to match your energy. People begin to meet you at your level. Doors open not because you forced them, but because you became a version of yourself who could walk through them. So as you continue this journey, stay gentle with yourself, stay curious, stay open. You are not rebuilding, you are returning. Returning to your clarity, returning to your strength, returning to your essence, the part of you that existed before the world told you who you should be. And when you live from that place, everything you were chasing begins to draw itself toward you. This is the power of alignment, not becoming someone new, but becoming someone true. And you're already on your way back.